Elon Musk is fed up with having his feet held to the flame over missed timelines. While he has certainly been overly optimistic in the past, this has helped spark motivation across the teams inside Tesla to work harder and faster in order to get closer to Elon's aggressive deadlines. This has paid off in spades. Musk was told that he couldn't mass produce a commercially viable electric car, and today Model Y is the best-selling car in the world, and every major automaker on the planet has been forced to start an electric vehicle program. Industry giants like former General Motors Vice Chairman Bob Lutz said that Tesla has no advantage in batteries or overall technology compared to the large legacy players. But that one came back to him like a boomerang, as the opposite turned out to be true and Lutz admitted he was wrong. Then they said Elon Musk can't make a profitable EV company. Tesla's been profitable since 2020 and hasn't looked back. Tesla can't scale with gigafactories, they have 5. A supercharger network is overly ambitious and too capital intensive. They have the largest fast charging network in the world. Electric semi-trucks are impossible to build. PepsiCo is using them today. It simply hasn't paid off to bet against Elon Musk. However, there's one prediction that keeps getting pushed out, that Elon Musk has been promising for years but hasn't panned out yet. And that's the arrival of self-driving cars or robotaxis. Interestingly, the intermediate steps in building out this feature on its way to the holy grail of self-driving has allowed Tesla to monetize early and add tremendous value to consumers through convenience, safety, and a personal favorite, which is simply the detailed view of what the car sees. They recently introduced Ask, or Actually Smart Summon, where the Tesla vehicle acts like a personal chauffeur at the touch of a button and comes to pick you up. Tesla is also planning to soon release a feature it calls Banish, which is summon in reverse, or like valet parking. We've already seen the vehicle park itself in any spot the driver selects, and frankly, having used it, it already does this with much higher accuracy than most humans. Tesla has all but mastered highway driving and continues to improve rapidly on the most complex segment, city driving, by throwing as much data and compute power at this problem as possible. But there's now a clear line of sight that as these features are integrated together seamlessly and with high quality, Tesla will have a powerful end-to-end self-driving system that only relies on cameras and nothing else. And this Thursday, on October 10th, Elon Musk will launch a Robotaxi vehicle to complete the loop, which he says will be one for the history books. There's this joke from a number of years ago where people have been using their cars less and less for carpooling. Back in the day, you had, say, 2.5 people on average in the car for daily commute. But then over time it dropped to say 1.8 and then 1.3, etc. Just fewer people riding together. And it was predicted that if this trend were to continue, in 10 years from now, the average would dip to 0.9 people per car. This is absurd, and people laughed. Maybe someone was hanging out the window to keep the math on point. But nowadays, it seems like this actually may be the case, where the average number of people in a car could drop below one person. On October 10th, Elon Musk is preparing to unveil the long-awaited Robotaxi, where we'll finally get to see the design and hopefully an outline of the plans to get this vehicle ultimately running unsupervised full self-driving software. This is a massive bet for the company, because if the software isn't ready, there's really no point of this vehicle, especially if it completely eliminates the use of a steering wheel, something that Elon Musk has been saying for years. At one shareholder meeting years ago, he said that perhaps the Model Y, before it was released, could be a vehicle without a steering wheel. While the Model Y came out shortly after with a steering wheel, Elon Musk sometimes says things that are on his mind, but it takes a few iterations for them to come to fruition. By his own admission, he's usually late, but he always delivers. And so the confidence that Tesla has in revealing this new cybercab vehicle suggests that all of the hardware and software that Tesla's been working on for roughly 8 years, the inference chips inside the cars, the massive data centers full of NVIDIA GPUs, Tesla's own Dojo supercomputer, All of the iterations of FSD software and the amount of data curation and AI expertise that has gone into it, countless over-the-air software updates, and even the Tesla network software, which is yet to be released. All of this is finally converging on October 10th as Tesla prepares to lay out its plans for a Robotaxi rollout. So it's really more than a Robotaxi itself. Arguably, Tesla doesn't need a dedicated Robotaxi vehicle, as their software works just fine in all of their other vehicles, the Model S and X, 3 and Y, the armored Cybertruck, and even the Tesla Semi. And so a Robotaxi would have to add something unique to make it more convenient or to completely rethink what the driverless car experience should be like. Now last week, there were tons of rumors swirling around, and Tesla Korea was posting the number 0 a lot, which had a lot of people guessing what that meant, 0% financing. Now some people have been calling Tesla's new model a Model 2. This is a bit strange. If anything, Elon Musk has referred to the Model S as the Model 2 in the past, hence Model 3, which would make a smaller, cheaper car a Model 4. But the name Model 0 could be interesting or a cool name for a car with 0 drivers, or perhaps running a version of full self-driving with 0 interventions. Tesla's also gone into detail with regards to pulling costs out of their next vehicle. They've talked about 0 cobalt in batteries, 0 neodymium, 0 rare earth metals in general, in the motors and magnets. Reducing the cost is actually one of the 2 major key features here. The first is giving people back their time that they would otherwise spend driving, which is extremely valuable and translates to many trips and even hours per day of driving that could instead be used for productivity or entertainment or sleeping. But also combining this with revolutionizing the cost of transportation, whether it's people or goods, would completely transform the economy. Now, Elon Musk has hinted that the Robotaxi vehicle seems to be part of a new platform that will spawn different vehicle variants. So in a way, Tesla is hedging their bet, as they could have one dedicated Robotaxi vehicle without a steering wheel, pedals, etc., but also a similar vehicle that has these things and is simply a cheaper Tesla. In recent days and weeks, Tesla has replaced their lowest end standard range Model 3 and Model Y with long range versions. This is great for consumers who are looking for more range, and these are now the highest range Model Ys and Model 3s available. But this upgrade means that the cheapest Tesla now starts at just over $42,000 US before any credits. However, the timing of this appears to be strategic and could hint that Tesla is making room at the lower end of its lineup for a new cheaper model which is coming in to take the place of the standard versions. By raising the price of the Model 3 and Model Y, they may be trying to separate them away from any potential cannibalization from an upcoming cheaper model. And Elon Musk has said that Tesla has been working on a plan to accelerate the timeline for new vehicle models, which may not have all of the bells and whistles they initially introduced, such as their unboxed process, but they are set to use Tesla's existing production lines combined with some new technology to increase volume and make cheaper cars for a series of new vehicle types. And Tesla has always aimed to make the next platform or model roughly half the price or half the cost of the preceding model, which would storm the market with affordable and autonomous electric vehicles. Now, the software itself is a march of nines, meaning that the vehicle needs to make the right decisions in 99.99999% of all driving scenarios just to be as safe if not safer than a human. Of course, it can correct itself as it's driving, just like a human would, as more information becomes available. But that's somewhere between 7 to 8 nines of reliability, and each additional 9 means the system performs 10 times better, or has 10 times fewer critical interventions. Just a few days ago, Elon Musk posted that the latest unreleased version of Tesla software could get 10,000 miles between necessary interventions, which is about a year's worth of driving. Now, this number needs to still improve significantly to be at Robotaxi level, but the recent rate of improvement seems to be a better metric to focus on. According to Tesla's roadmap, they improved miles between necessary interventions by 3 times in September and plan for another 6 times improvement in October, along with version 13 of the software, which is something that could be announced or released at the upcoming event. Tesla now has an insane amount of compute power, with Elon Musk saying that the company is no longer compute constrained. Yet they're not stopping there, and are still planning to significantly increase their compute power for the foreseeable future. And they're the only company collecting literally now over 1 billion and soon to be billions of miles worth of driving data to feed back into the system to improve the software. And so if the large complex problem of driving can ultimately be solved in the same way that, say, an AI has solved chess, in the sense that the engine is better than any human, by training the computer in the case of chess to play against itself, which for a car would be like navigating billions of miles in varying scenarios without hitting anything, which can be tested with Tesla's simulation along with its real-world driving data, then it does seem like Tesla is on the path to solving full autonomy. And even once solved, it could continue to get even better over time in the same way that modern AI chess engines can destroy older chess models, but both of which are significantly better than humans. Also, Tesla's roadmap for this month includes park, unpark, and reverse, as they close the feature loop and bring the whole end-to-end system together, so that the vehicle can go from any point A to point B, including parking in lots and driveways, etc. The event invite itself is interesting. It features a HAL-like camera, perhaps as an ode to the book and movie 2001: Space Odyssey, but also to Tesla's vision-only solution, which again, if low cost is one of the ultimate requirements for a robotaxi, it must really sting for other players to still rely on LiDAR or even unreliable high-definition maps. The title We Robot is fascinating, as in the Isaac Asimov's I, Robot, the robot, named Sunny in the movie, develops self-awareness, autonomy, and human-like behaviors. In this case, We Robot could represent Tesla's entire fleet of over 7 million vehicles waking up with self-driving abilities and even operating as a collective network, which is what Tesla's plan is, to deliver an automated Uber-like service, the Tesla network, essentially the killer app that brings down the cost of transportation for everyone, even people that don't own cars. Now, although we know that this is a long-awaited robotaxi event, interestingly, We Robot can refer to Tesla's Optimus robot. And so there's a lot that Tesla can talk about at this event, from new vehicle models to self-driving software to their progress on humanoid robots and their ability to interact with the real world, which is actually even a closer fit with the I, Robot movie. Strangely, McDonald's has been posting a lot about 10/10, which is the same day as Tesla's event, and Elon Musk has been acknowledging some of their posts on X. But who knows, maybe Optimus starts frying up burgers, packages them up, and brings them out to a driverless Tesla that's chilling there, waiting to pick up your order. That would be a next-level demo. So what do you think Tesla will be launching on October 10th, and how long after will it take to revolutionize the transportation industry? Don't forget to watch my last video on the mounting pressure on General Motors to make electric vehicles. Please hit the like button and subscribe, we would really appreciate that. And a huge shout out to all of our patrons that help to support our channel. Your support helps us to continue to make great content. Thank you guys so much for watching.